So you've done the whole pre-season. Well, about one game. You missed the one yesterday.
Today was a tough game, though, innit?
Yeah, it wasn't. Do
you know what I was excited about? The planes. You know when you start to look at the planes just land
Which
on
one's
the pitch?
gonna make it?
Bro, I was fully invested in the planes. There was a time and there was a fully a game being played. Chong was on the ball and I thought, I'm just gonna look at the planes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really happening for him today.
I wish the Atletico team that played yesterday played today. Just selfishly for me and for the fans watching. Like a lot of fans came here today, probably was hoping for a bit of fireworks. And today felt like the first day of pre-season.
Yeah,
I'll say.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, today felt like the first day of pre-season on tour. The guys have been banging in goals like 3, 4, you know what I mean? And it's just a shame that those players weren't playing, but big things to talk about. Ronaldo, when are we going to have the conversation, Flex?
No.
When are we going to talk about Rafael Varane? I'm ready to have these kind of conversations.
This is your interview.
The Ronaldo leaving at halftime. I've been saying it's disrespectful. I've been talking about Ronaldo for a long time. No one's ready to have that conversation.
Well, if he cleared it with Ten Hag, you got the ice bath waiting at home. It's all sorted out before.
So you're gonna leave at halftime?
Yeah, because recovery's key. That's how he stays in shape. You've got to get the ice straight away.
You've been in Portugal for time. I don't know what you've been doing in Portugal, but you haven't been here, and to leave so early, and it's a bit of a statement. You think to yourself, at least wait till just wait later.
Final whistle, maybe?
Wait for the final whistle. Everyone else, all the other players were sitting. We saw them all together. The team. Remember, this is a team sport, and he's not been a part of the team, which for me is quite confusing, especially if he's supposed to be the leader. You think to yourself today, if someone's going to wear the captain armband, it'd go to him more than Varane, but he hasn't been operating in a captain's...
Yeah, there's too much uncertainty around the whole situation.
And he still wants to leave. And I think Man United fans need to be realistic to themselves, because they say, at the end of the window, if he's really upset, he could just ask to leave. Now we've got to trust the Glazers to bring in players in time for the start of the season. Without Ronaldo, what have we got?
What, so because I know you had strong views on,
tomorrow.
I know, but versus what you're saying of sell him tomorrow, trusting the club to bring in a replacement, which is probably why they're saying you're not for sale. Would you trust that? Would you rather be light?
We have to sell.
Would you rather be light than?
No, we can't be light. We have to buy. We have to get rid.
You're saying make it happen.
We have to make it happen. It's one of those. The same way the club bought in Cavani on a free transfer and it was just random. We have to move quickly because we don't have enough. And it's like we finally seen. Ronaldo's the only one that in Juventus that left the way he did. Now today we have a match, and I don't know if you can remember in our history a player leaving at half time, bag on, and he's cutting. When? Tell me a player's done that. We wouldn't accept him from Pogba. We wouldn't accept him from Maguire. Wouldn't do it anyway. But if he wanted to, we'd probably be go on in. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful. It's a new season, fresh start.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just so now fresh start for Maguire. But again, we need to be consistent, and he doesn't look like he's a part of the team. We move on by positives. Garnacho, I'll put him in the first. He's good enough to be in the first team, part of the first team. You think to yourself, is he a step above Elanga? I'd say maybe. Yeah.
Well, we've seen one game. We've seen one game though. We've seen one game.
But the eye test, didn't it? You know that.
Yeah, he looked bright. He looked bright.
Chong, no. Chong made Wan-Bissaka look like he's Anthony, fam. Chong.
Yeah, it wasn't happening for him,
bro.
But the thing is with Chong, it's like I was saying to Josh, when we was on tour in 2019 and he was the young kid looking for some game time, I feel like them years have passed. We're here in 22 and he's literally still in the same position, if not worse, because he's actually gone out, had some loan time, and we're still no closer to finding out whether he's it or not. And
we always talk about the answer to the right hand side.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Chong is not the answer or the question.
Martinez though, talk about Martinez and Eriksen, because these are going to be the players that
I like Martinez. It's going to be Martinez, Harry Maguire at the our centre back pairing. That's a bit. I don't know how I feel, because today we saw Varane and Martinez. We didn't get to see them for long enough, but there's things with Varane's game when I'm like, I know Varane's better than Maguire, but it's like, you just want more. You know what I mean? You want him to really announce himself. Even today's performance from Varane, was you excited? What did you think?
No, just going through the motions, just not super imposing and convincing, but not absolutely trash. Just
Did he make it his own though? Because you want to say who's going to be the starting centre back partnership?
It's going to be Maguire and Finger. I think Eric Ten Hag's already just made his mind. That's what I'm saying. What we were talking about. It's weird because Varane's come with such stature. Obviously, I've backed him to the Calcom home, but reality is he's actually fourth choice. He's behind Lindelof, I think.
Distribution today, Flex. There's things like, so I'm not trying to, it's not a negative one, but I'm just trying to think of the start of the season and are we ready? Are we ready for the start of the season? I would say I think we're 2 weeks off. We ain't got no time now because the season starts. We're good enough to beat Brighton. Sancho, quality. Bruno, quality. Rashford, quality. But the needs, I think we're 2 signings short. Again, Owen keeps talking about Donny van der Beek. I'm going to say Donny van der Beek is like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Just like.
It's just there.
Or that, you know that sandwich, just cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, just that.
It's Josh's favourite as well. Can't go wrong. Yeah.
But it's not like...
To some people, that's a big boy sandwich.
We need more though. Like, again, we said, why is he not being started under all these managers? But then you look at him and you're like, okay.
Like we were saying, it doesn't look like there's something in there like getting angry, bursting to come out and just show it. It doesn't seem like that. But I think the reason why we give him the leeway is because we've all seen him before he was here and seen the level that he can play at. So when you've got like evidence that you've played at a good level, Champions League, away, bossing it in certain systems under that manager as well.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say, do you know what? Let's see what he could do under this guy.
Because today was a big moment. He had Garner sitting back, and he had him and Eriksen. But I didn't think they. But
I think whenever we change our team, like make wholesale, we're not like Liverpool and Man City who can roll out. Make 8 changes and the team is playing exactly how it is when the first. We just don't have that. We haven't had that for a while. So to expect it under Ten Hag in 5 games, we can't. It's just disappointing and deflating because we want to see it, but in reality, this team has to go on a long journey.
So what do you reckon? I think it's this season, and we finish what?
Well, that's my last question to you. What's a successful season?
A successful season
with all things considered, as we are.
I like Europa League.
Yeah.
I take that. Europa League is all we can hope for.
If he doesn't make top 4, would you be like,
cool? Yeah. I'll be cool because I know that it's not going to happen in one season. Now it's time for the realistic. Like, we can't press reset again, right? So this is it.
This is the reset.
This is us for 3 years.
Yeah.
At the end of 3 years, you say, okay, what is Ten Hag? But I don't think it's going to take him that long. I think now, I think 2 more windows and we'll be competitive because this is not good enough. And again, the Ronaldo issue is a big issue, but hopefully that's coming to an end, and now we can just really focus on the club and players that want to be here.
How will you feel? Because I know you're an emotional guy.
Yeah.
How will you feel if the window shuts and he's still here?
Ronaldo?
Yeah. Just light work, get on with it, or would it take you a little while? Because you hang on to stuff.
I do hold on to stuff, but if he scores goals, I'm a snake. I would celebrate. Like, if he scores but he needs to score a lot of goals for me now. He needs to score 37 goals, all competition, then I'll be like, I forgive you.
That's a ridiculous amount.
I know, bruv, but sometimes you just got to be who you are.
I think Haaland's getting that. Or
well, listen, that's what it's going to take for me to be like, you'll score, I'll celebrate. But it's not enough. You can't leave at half time, bro. So if you have 37 goals, Ronaldo, if you're watching, and I'll forgive you. Who is he?
Shameless.